Welcome, I'll be reacting to Return to Oz. Even though technically this is not a first time reaction, it might as well be because I was about 5 or 6 at the time when I saw this and it just freaked me out. I think I was at a friend's house and they had it on. I remember almost nothing except for these really scary talking heads, and there was this pumpkin and they were being chased, and at that point I was like, I am out. I went and hid in the bathroom. I think I had nightmares about this film for years, like into my 20s. So I've never gone back and rewatched it. It's also been many years since I read the books, so I remember almost nothing. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original on Disney+. This must be 1890s. Look at those sleeves.
Can't you sleep?
No.
It's been 6 months since the tornado, and Dorothy hasn't been herself since. I'm taking her to Cottonwood Falls tomorrow, see if she can be helped.
It's a key, Toto.
Ooh. Portal key?
Oz.
As I recall, that magical name came from O to Z on a filing cabinet.
My friends are in trouble. I know it.
We are in trouble, Dorothy. Lost the old house in a tornado. Never before had to have a mortgage. Now we may have to have two.
Bye, Uncle Henry.
Y'all get yourselves back here by dark.
We will.
I love her outfit. A lot of early films, they just kind of went generic Edwardian. But so far, consistently, this has had a particular era. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Toto! No, bring him with
Go
you.
home.
Oh,
Go home.
he's so cute. Ooh.
Just how did you get back from Oz?
With my ruby slippers.
Where are those slippers now?
Good question.
They fell off on the way back.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, now this fella here has a face.
That's mildly
You
creepy.
see it? In just 2 months, it will be the year 1900, a new century.
So we're in 1899. However, they are in a rural setting and they don't have much money. So it makes sense that they were wearing clothes that were slightly older. In case you're wondering, you can tell by the sleeves. The big sort of mutton sleeves, that's earlier. In 1898, 1899, they became very fitted, and at the very end they had a little toot. So if you're ever looking at late Victorian or early Edwardian photos, big sleeves earlier, fitted sleeves later.
We have found out that sometimes the brain malfunctions. Just like the dreams that you have, Dorothy. Now we have the means to control these excess currents.
Yes.
I must get back to Henry before night.
All right, see how her sleeves are going up more? That indicates it's slightly more modern. Now, they exaggerated it for the sake of this film, but I'm so sorry for pausing to look at costuming, but I absolutely love what they're doing so far. It's brilliant.
Be a good girl and do everything the doctor and the head nurse tell you.
This is for you. Thank you. It's Halloween soon. I know. I have to go. I'll come back later.
Who is she? Oh, this is giving me shivers already. You go to Oz when there's a storm of some kind.
Why do you have to tie me down?
So that you don't fall off.
I came all the way from the farm in the buggy and didn't fall off.
Ugh. Ah. That looks so terrifying. Being tied down in the dark like that? With people screaming?
What's that?
Did you see that green light right there? What are they gonna do out in the rain though? Oh no! That is so dangerous. Where's your friend? Where's the other little girl? Oh, poor Dorothy.
Oh, I was just trying to lay my egg, that's all.
Oz!
Melina?
I thought she would use the key. I guess she'll use it to get back.
Anything living that touches it turns to sand.
Just my luck.
Oh, great. I would take my shoes off in case I slipped.
It's a lunch pail tree.
And a breakfast.
That is so clever.
A ham sandwich.
That is not fried chicken.
Oh, Melina, we're back in Oz. Now I can show you all the people.
Uh-oh. What is with the rocks?
She has a chicken with her.
What? Why are rocks afraid of chickens? Oh, the old house. Is the witch still under it?
Oh, no.
What happened to the road? That can't be good.
Oh, no.
There's an abandoned Wizard of Oz theme park that I've seen pictures of, and it's absolutely fantastic. I've always wanted to visit. The Land of Oz opened in the 1970s in North Carolina. Look at this. So beautiful. Isn't this neat? Has anyone ever been here? What did you think? I love the camera work in this film. It's so disconcerting. What happened? Beware the what? It went too fast. Petrified?
Not moving very fast, are they?
They've all been turned to stone.
The Wheelers.
Beware
Oh, those were those terrifying things I went to hide in the bathroom from. Are they the future headless?
It's a Tin Woodsman. Oh, Tin Woodsman, what's happened to you? Oh, cowardly lion.
Ah!
Come here, chicken!
I will say this for her. She's keeping hold of her lunchbox. Food is important. Dorothy? How are they still so creepy? The key! The key! Hurry! Ah! Looks like a World War I helmet. Is there a switch? Do we need to plug him in?
For thinking, line number 1 on the left arm. For speaking, line number 2 on the right arm. For walking into action, line number 3, middle of back. I'll wind up his thinking first. And where is the scarecrow?
I do not know. Suddenly everything living began to turn to stone. From now on, I will be your obedient servant.
I didn't think the helmet came off. That's so cool.
Lunch pail. These
Shouldn't you take the sandwich out of it first? You definitely should have taken the sandwich out first. Good job, TikTok.
There's only one person that knows where the scarecrow is. And that's Princess Mumby.
I think it is up these stairs, Dorothy.
Whoa. That's quite a place she has. Is the princess the one with all the heads? Oh, I love her costume so much. I don't trust her at all, but she's beautiful. Oh, there go the heads. Oh, here we go. Ugh. That's a lot of heads. She switches heads? Oh.
I think you're very beautiful.
I should hope so. Different from my other heads. I believe I'll lock you in the tower for a few years till your head is ready. And then I'll take it.
Oh dear, my action has run down. This is too bad.
Oh, the scarecrow.
My name's Jack. Jack Pumpkinhead. May I ask a favor of you, Dorothy? Would you please check my head for signs of spoiling?
Powder of life?
You sprinkle it on something, and the thing comes to life.
Ah, handy. It's like having Mr. Fantastic with you.
Is that TikTok?
Yeah, but wait to wake him up until you've done what else you have to do, because he's very loud. Go get that powder first. Is Jack Skellington based on him? Because Nightmare Before Christmas came out well after the Oz books, right? Jack Pumpkinhead was the inspiration of Tim Burton's Jack Skellington. I thought so. Although I like this Jack better so far.
Do you understand all that, TikTok?
I understand.
You're being so loud! They rolled like a 2 on their stealth check. Dorothy was smart. She left the loud, clanky people behind. I'm just going to point out that green is the color of the Emerald City, and her color seems to be red, which is the complementary opposite color. Yet again, the costumers and designers on this film. So good. Now Dorothy, she knows how to stealth. Now that's the head nurse. Quiet though, the head might wake up. Yeah, this scene I remember vividly from being a kid. Ugh. How long does it take to work? Jump! Jack, no!
The Gnome King's mountain was straight ahead. I think. I'm just glad I have my own head to be sleepy with.
Ozma. Nobody knows where you are. There's nobody left who even knows who you are.
Of course, Princess Ozma. I really need to go back and reread the books. It's been so long.
Wheelers.
How did they catch up so fast?
Mr. Gump, can't you fly any faster?
Not unless one of you wants to jump off.
No.
Yeah. Don't fall right now. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, no. Lightheaded. Oh. Oh, phew.
Where are we, anyway?
The Gnome King's fortress?
What about the chicken?
There's no sign of the chicken.
So if someone steals something, you think the right thing is for them to give it
Oh,
back.
the chicken is inside the head. I was wondering.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I have to say, Dorothy is so brave. Much more so than me being her age watching this film.
All those emeralds in the Emerald City really belong to me. I was just taking that what was mine. not the thief.
Dorothy!
Oh.
Your friend is the thief. I transformed him into an ornament, into an amusing
You did what?
and beautiful ornament for my palace. Each of you has 3 chances to guess which one is the Scarecrow. If you touch the right object and say the word Oz, the Scarecrow will be restored.
These actually look pretty good.
Limestone pie.
Can you imagine the Gnome King on Great British Bake Off?
Your base is a little bit thick.
He failed to guess correctly, and so now he's become part of my collection.
Oh, no!
But that's not fair!
Perhaps you'd like to visit my fiery furnace? Next.
Let's see, would you rather be turned into an ornament or go into the fiery furnace? I get the feeling they're all going to turn into ornaments other than Dorothy.
The Army of Oz. Are you sure you didn't come back for these?
My ruby slipper!
No, no, no. My ruby slippers. They're very powerful. They made it.
Is that why he's able to turn people to stone? So all this is kind of her fault? Oh, Dorothy, you've got to get those slippers back.
I wound up as Dot, but I forgot to do his action.
Why don't you go in and wind him up? You can't help them now.
This actor seems so familiar, the one playing the Doctor and the Gnome King. Was he in Excalibur? Let me see. Yes, he was Merlin. I knew him from somewhere. He's a great character actor, and he must have so much makeup on in this scene. It probably took them like 3 or 4 hours to put on. These sets are amazing. It almost looks like claw marks on the walls. I was imagining actual ornaments, but these are just all knickknacks. So you could turn into anything. Yikes.
And if I guess incorrectly, you can watch and see what I am changed into. That may give you a clue.
What a good idea!
By steel.
Oh.
Don't cry. TikTok!
No, 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 don't touch that one.
Oz. Oz.
You're gonna have to go by instinct. I don't think this is a situation where you can think your way out of it. The green crystal! The green crystal! Yes!
Oz.
Dorothy!
Scarecrow!
Dorothy.
Oh wait, there's a green one right there. Oz.
Oz! Oh, it's you, the ghost!
What? Oh,
Don't just stand there, keep looking! Oh, Jack! How do you escape rocks in a mountain? Aches? He's allergic to eggs? That's so funny, because I eat eggs for breakfast every day. The slippers! She did it!
To be restored to life!
Go, Dorothy. Oh, there it comes. Look at TikTok, so shiny. He's like C-3PO. When everything's been turned back to green. That's a good touch. I love how extra this rook hat is. Fabulous.
Look! Behind you in the mirror!
Ozma? Was that the girl from earlier? Yes.
It's you. I was afraid you had drowned.
Me too.
Help me step through the glass, Dorothy.
My real mom!
She is Ozma, Queen and rightful ruler of Oz.
I will look in on you from time to time. And if you ever wish to return to Oz, I will make it so. You're not coming back, Alina?
No, not to that stupid humdrum world again.
I wouldn't give up being able to talk either. Toto! Good dog.
Dorothy! Dorothy!
Oh, are you all right? Oh.
Oh, what a cute little pinafore.
Nothing. Just a reflection.
The actor playing Dorothy was fantastic. Very engaging. Sometimes with child actors it doesn't quite work. You can tell that they are acting. But she really felt like she got into the role and really was Dorothy. I think the moment I stopped watching was when they were running away from the Wheelers in the flying contraption, because that's the last thing that I have any vague memory of. This was so well done though. The Wheelers are still disturbing to this day, not as nightmare fuel-ish, but still very much creepy. And the heads, oof. Can you imagine being locked in a tower until you're old enough to have your head removed and then used by an evil witch? I would not let kids watch this. It is just too much. Great Halloween movie though. And this definitely made me want to go back and read the books again because it's been so long. Because she has a lot more adventures than this. I read them about the same time as I was reading the Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy books. So to be honest, those plot lines have all kind of meshed together in my brain. And I can't remember which stories come from which book series. A lot of the times when I've gone back to children's books, I realized that there was a lot more depth to them than I remembered as like an 8-year-old. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in more somewhat rewatch reactions to things I haven't seen in 20 years, 30 years. I wasn't allowed to watch movies really at home much, so most of what I recall are snippets that I saw at friends' houses. And I think I saw The Lion King at Sunday school, weirdly enough. They couldn't find someone to babysit us, so they set all the kids down and said, I don't know, we'll just put The Lion King on. So that's another one that I haven't seen in maybe 25 years. The first film I ever saw in the theaters was Bambi. My sister took me. I think it was a re-release. She's the one who brought me to movies when I was a kid, and I always really appreciated that when she came over to visit because it was a huge deal. Thank you to everyone who basically pleaded with me in the comments to react to this even though I had seen it before. It was really a lot of fun to return to Oz myself.